My name is Laurel, and I am here in the live studio for Wicked Local Wednesday on 88.9 WERS. I am here with Troll 2. Thanks so much for coming in, guys.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you. So what are you guys playing for us first tonight?
This first song's a road jam. It's called Spearfish. This is one that's we're going to record pretty soon, and then another one off of our second most recent albums called Empty Kingdoms. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, take it away.
Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We rolled out of Deadwood in a snowstorm, trying to get out of the Black Hills and not die. We've been coasting down the mountain on an empty tank, praying to God to get us out alive. When the old man who found us then and took us in, he said, think like that, you're gonna lose a sharp mind and a soft heart. Between the two, don't ever choose. No, don't ever choose. Well, he took us to his cabin in the canyon. He gave us shelter and he gave us wine. He gave us wise words so sweet and true. We fell in love to the sound of guitars by the woodstove side. He said, give first, then you'll get it back. Be the iris of each other's eyes. Give first, then you'll get it back. You wanna say you got to live before you die. Live like the aspen do, grafting seeds where roots once grew. Give like the aspen do. You'll grow from me, I'll grow from you. You'll grow from me, I'll grow from you. Yeah.
Well, the things that are inside you will sustain you if you got the nerve to look 'em in the eye. If you turn your back, that regret will dog your bones. It'll be the ghost in every last goodbye. And the road can be a home if you let it go and get all away for free. If you turn yourself all over, then you'll fall down and you'll land right where you ought to be.
Give first, then you'll
Get it back.
Be the iris of each other's eyes. Give first, then you'll get it back. You wanna say you got to live before you die. Wanna live like the aspen do, grafting seeds where roots once grew. Give like the aspen do. You'll grow from me, I'll grow from you. You'll grow from me, I'll grow from you. Yeah. Well, we walked all over the face of this highway, hand in hand together, you and I. Then you walked all over my heart in New Mexico, and you walked out on me by July. But even now, standing here and looking back, I won't bear you any ill wish. So when I think of how I'm gonna live, I still picture myself that weekend at Spearfish. I'm gonna live like the aspen do, grafting seeds where roots once grew. Give, I'm gonna forgive. I will grow from me, I'll grow from you. I'll grow from me, I'll grow from you. Oh.
And we shall rise, the the ones that you despise, to the empty kingdoms you find, all in time, all in time. When flesh shells all burn into ashes and your cities have crumbled to dirt, and insects inhabit your earthly frames, then the meek will inherit the earth. And earth starves those who betray her and strip her to her core. And for the next 1,000 generations, we'll feast on the spoils of war. And we shall rise, the ones that you despise, to the empty kingdoms you find, all in time, all in time. The hills and the stones won't remember, they'll forget all that they saw. My mind will be earth's only order, and all that I dream will be law. I'll build a tower on the highest mountain, sit and survey my domain. And it won't matter that not one living soul will know of the kingdom I claim. And we shall rise, the ones that you despise, to the empty kingdoms you find, all in time, all in time. God Your empire is empty, foundations and vermin brood in the crumbling walls. In the years of beasts, your glory passes into legend, then into nothing at all. You said that you're killing the planet, now man, she's the one who's killing us. So stand back and strong when we are gone, and not till stand when your castles are dust. And we shall rise, the ones that you despise, to the empty kingdoms you find, all in time, 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 all in time.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. That was incredible.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. The fabulous Troll 2 on 88.9 WERS. You guys have such amazing energy. How did you guys get started playing all of this?
Brian.
You saw us. You met. We had to consort and try to figure out how we got started, like we do before every interview, because no one can really remember. But the short version is, we had a basement that we were running an open mic in Jamaica Plain that we've all done a lot of stuff out of. A couple of us have occasionally lived there, and we met or at least started playing music together in that open mic. And I think Chris and I kind of had a gag that was Troll 2, and through a series of mishaps, it sort of accidentally became a band. And by the time we realized that we were in a band together, it was too late to go back.
Yeah, it was very organic. We were like, have we been together for 5 years?
Organic is a nice way to say it. I like to call it an accident.
I think it's coming up on 6 at this point.
Yeah, we don't know how long we've been together. But yeah, it's been good.
About 5 years. We settled on 5 on the way here.
Yeah.
So.
And that space is still run through the DIY folk punk scene. Actually, just
Cool.
the DIY basement scene in Boston. It's called the Monkey Palace.
Well, no takesies, backsies. Your band now and fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have started playing they started out playing just live performances. So what's your favorite part of doing that, live stuff?
I like connecting with people. It's a really unique and singular kind of relationship that you have when you're playing on stage. By which to say, I mean, there's not really anything else like it. And
Yeah.
There's been a continuous.
we form connections with people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also like as far as communication goes, I think it's really important because unless you're a solo artist, and even then you have like a symbiotic relationship with the audience, like your music really doesn't exist unless you have listeners listening to it. But if you're playing in a band or if you're playing in a group, it's all one big giant collaboration. So it's like the ultimate test in like communication and listening. And for me, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We keep kind of like refocusing the live act. I do it in my head very regularly, and we probably do it as a band like every year or so. And the most recent thing I've kind of realized is that when you're really community focused, as we kind of are these days, as we really, really are these days, I like think of myself way less of an entertainer and probably not really even an artist anymore. I think like the niche that we fill, or that I fill, I hope in the DIY community is more like a pastor kind of, that you're like, I'm gonna get all these people together, I'm gonna give them a reason to come here, and I'm gonna try and say what I think is on everybody's mind that they're not saying, and that means that they're all together and able to talk about it. And like the most recent and most jarring revelation, I think, is that I was thinking today, I was like, wow, it's really our audiences, the individual's audience members' relationship to each other during a show is like more important than their relationship to us. That's the line that popped into my head this morning, and that's what I'm kind of thinking about these days. So.
I would second that. Definitely, like community creation and community building is such like a cliched like word, but
sometimes it fits.
Yeah, sometimes it fits, especially since I think we sing a lot about subjects that are like political or focused on health or like mental health and that kind of stuff. And I think it creates a space where people feel more safe to come out of the woodwork and be like, hey, like I see myself reflect in that. Like I struggle with that too. Or like I've been thinking these thoughts as well. And it generates conversation among the audience. And that's a really, really cool to be part of.
Yeah. So is that what you'd say like your main message that you want people in the audience to take from is? Like,
yeah. I mean,
take what you want to take.
We've sung about a lot of stuff, and we've had some really hard-nosed political stuff. We've had some, really, really silly stuff and just kind of weird ideas. But in the past, it's like year and a half maybe, we've realized like the important and less important parts of what we do as a band, we've started like let's make sure that we're writing about community, and that's the album that we're working on now is kind of really like geared at specifically that subject. I don't know, we might we might write about something completely different on the next album, but right now it's all about our buddies.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, can't wait to hear your next album. Fantastic. And can't wait to hear your next song. So what do you have up for us next?
This next song is called Only Just a Dream by Nelly by Troll 2.
Well, nice. Take it away whenever you're ready.
1, 2, 3. I dreamed I finally got my together, like I was an adult or something like that. 8 glasses of water, 7 hours of sleep a night. I was doing something meaningful, it felt completely right. Or at least I could go out in public without feeling ashamed. And you were right there with me, there was nothing in the way. I could communicate so easily, I knew just what to say. And all the things that haunted me that all fallen away. Leaves in a stream. But of course, it was only just a dream. I dreamed we finally got our together, like world peace or something like that. Or at least a better system for material distribution, social structures not dependent on coercive institutions, maybe even a world without any hierarchies at all. And the earth
forgive our trespasses as we forgive our own. Memories of cruelty and long ago since flown. Peaceful coexistence had usurped the rule of force. The end of his regime. But of course, it was only just a dream. I dreamed that the bombs finally came. Over and over, it's always the same. Driving by myself at night, lost inside my head, ossified, preoccupied with something someone said, when the whole world is torn apart by a light from above. And in that final precious moment, ere it all is blown away, I think of those responsible who'll never have to pay, and all the opportunities we had to change our fate die with a scream. But of course, it was only just a dream. Yes, of course, it was only just a dream. 2, 3, 4!
Incredible. Wow. That was so fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It has been an absolute blast having you in here.
It's been a blast being
Oh my
here.
gosh, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. This was Troll 2 on 88.9 WERS. We play more live music than any other station in New England. And now we are going back to some more awesome music with Ryan.